we are gonna be checking out one of the craziest speed glitches on a Dusty trip. Let's get right into this. So to do this glitch, it's actually completely free to play, and all you need is this car right here. So just the sedan, which everyone has whenever they first join the game. So just go ahead and equip that and hop into a game. So you can do this in the desert or the plains map. It'll probably work better in the plains map since it's like completely flat. So I would probably recommend doing it right over here. So what we want to do is we're not even gonna use the car right here, and instead of using this car right here, we're actually just gonna use the hood. So this hood right over here, let's grab this and let's just toss it in the street. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab 4 tires. So we want to grab 4 tires, and we are gonna attach them in just a second. So let's go ahead and grab all of these ones over here as well, and then we can also grab the ones that are in there. All we need is a total of 4 of them, so not too many. Also, by the way, shout out to Leafy because he's actually the one who DM'd me on Discord showing me this glitch, so I recommend checking him out. But anyway, now what we want to do is we want to grab these tires and we want to attach them to this, but we do kind of want to put them at an angle. So basically what we want to do is we want to grab these tires right here, and we just want to attach them to the side at an angle. And I just found out that you are actually able to rotate items while holding them. So you just hold down right click and then you just move your mouse and it actually rotates them in your hand. I just figured that out. That would help me a long time ago. But anyway, we're gonna tilt it just like this, and let's just place it about right there. There we go. Click Z to attach it, and then that should be pretty good. And now we're just gonna do that on every single side. So once again, just hold down right click and then just move your mouse, and then it would just rotate the wheel and make it much easier. That would have helped me in a lot of videos if I'd known that earlier, but yeah, that's much nicer. Anyway, let's just place that one right there. And now for this last one, and now what we want to do is we want to get in the middle and we want to crouch. So about right there. And now let's crouch, and now all we gotta do is run forward. And I think I need to fix it because I think all of these wheels are a little bit too close together, so I might need to spread the ones in the middle apart a little bit. So let's just grab this one. We now went ahead and spread them apart a little bit. So let's jump back in the middle, let's crouch down, and now we're just gonna start running, and look how fast we're going. So the longer we hold this down, the faster we go. So if you hold it down for like 10 more seconds, we should be zooming, which I mean we already are. Also make sure that you don't hit any rocks, because if you hit any rocks then we will fall off. And no, alright, well we just lost it, and I think we were going so fast that we actually almost fell off the map because it didn't load in time. Anyway, there's the plane, and it's coming right for us, and there it is. So anyway, we can just go ahead and look at the plane. Yeah, make sure that you don't hit any rocks, because if you hit a single rock then it will just go flying, and you can't really get it back unless we find it. But as you saw, we made it to 1,000 meters in only like 10 seconds, which is crazy fast. So if you don't hit anything, we could probably make it to 10,000 meters in less than a minute, which would actually be crazy OP. The only challenge is like the bridge. Bridge is gonna be quite difficult, which actually I think we would be going fast enough that we would just like skip right over the bridge without falling into the river. But anyway, let's go and rejoin the game and let's test it out once again. We're now in a new game, and I went ahead and made it again. So here it is. So let's go ahead and jump in the middle, and now let's just go ahead and walk forward, and we should go zooming. So we could do this on the road, but I think in the grass is pretty easy as well. We just gotta make sure that we don't hit any small rocks, and no, I fell out, which that is going flying. I think we can actually catch up to it though, so I'll just run all the way over there. So make sure that you do have it so you can easily sit in the middle, because right there it was a little too tight, so I wasn't directly in the middle of it, so it did push me out and it did go flying. And I'm not even too sure if it did stop eventually. I think it might have, so I'm hoping that's up there. If not, then I'll just go and jump into a new game. I now went ahead and recreated it once again, so here it is. And also, by the way, this isn't really like the finished version, because you could always like modify yourself. Like you could try adding a roof to it so that you can't go flying out maybe. So we could try to attach something such as the van door to the roof of this and see if that stops us from flying out. But overall we should be fine unless we hit a rock, but you might want to try putting a roof on it. So then if you do end up hitting a rock, then you should be fine. But anyway, let's just start moving. So let's try to stay on the road, because I believe there's a lot less rocks on the road, and also it's much easier to see if there is a rock on the road. And we gotta slow down. Yeah, we're going too fast that the map couldn't even load in fast enough. So make sure that you don't go top speed. So probably go like 80% speed, because if you go max speed, then you'll go too fast that the map doesn't even have time to load in. That just shows how good this glitch is and how fast it makes us go, which is insane. This time let's go ahead and try it again, but let's make sure that we don't go top speed, so then we don't end up flying off the map. And let's see if we can make it all the way to 5,000 meters. We now went ahead and built it again, so let's hop in the middle, let's crouch down, and we should be fine. Let's just make sure that we don't go too fast. Even if we aren't going top speed, we still are going faster than like the fastest car in the game. So we are chilling. And no, alright, it did crash, which is good because that just means we can catch up to it. So make sure that the gaps in it aren't too big. So I just gotta reposition the tires and then we should be good. So anyway, let's just grab this. Let's just reposition it. There we go. And now let's just attach it like right there and that should be good. So can we still fit in the middle? And yes, we can. Alright, perfect. Now let's just keep going. So we're still going faster than like the fastest car in the game, even though we are only going like half the speed that we can. So let's make sure we watch out for that rock. And we sadly lost it again. Alright, well that was just unlucky. So I guess we'll try one last time. Also, by the way, you do want to start speed up once you start getting like 50 meters of the 5,000 meter checkpoint, because we want to go so fast that we just glide over the river instead of like falling into it. We're now in the game again, and I think I built this one pretty well, so we shouldn't fall out at all. So it should be pretty much perfect. It is kind of tight in the middle, but I think that should be fine. Anyway, let's just start going. Watch out for that rock right there. And now let's see how far we can get. And no, we lost it again. I think we can actually catch up to it. It looks like the hood kind of disappeared, but anyway, we should be able to catch up to it. And alright, not really too sure why we flew out of it. And let's start going again. It is kind of tight in the middle, but I believe that should be fine. I just want to see if we're able to get over the river with it, but it is quite difficult to even reach that checkpoint. We now made it to 2.5 thousand meters and we lost it again, but luckily we can just run up to it. So it looks like as long as you're not going too fast, if you fall out, you are able to catch up to it, which is quite nice, unless you hit a rock. If you hit a rock and you're not going too fast, it will still fling super far away, which does kind of stink. Also, I kind of forgot to mention, but it is super easy to control. Like, we can easily go left and right. Like, we don't even have to just hold down W. We can move left and right if we want to like dodge rocks. So it's actually super simple. Anyway, we made it to 3,000 meters. This is the farthest that we made it with this so far, and this is already like our 5th attempt. But anyway, let's just keep zooming and see if we're able to just fly over the river. And no, we lost it again. Well, I'll try to catch up to it, but I think it is like out of our range now. I now went ahead and ran forward a few hundred meters and I'm not seeing it. And the edge of the map is like right there, so I'm assuming that it did just fall off, which does kind of stink because we're only 500 meters away from the 5,000 meter checkpoint. So it would have been pretty cool to check that out. And yep, I just don't see it anywhere. Anyway, this glitch is pretty cool, so I do recommend checking it out. I don't think it would work as good on the desert map because the desert map does have like a lot more obstacles, as a lot more rocks, cactuses, and also the desert map also has tons of hills. So I'm not sure if you'll be able to make it up those hills with this method, but it is super fun to test out. But anyway, that is going to be all for this video though, so make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, and I will see you all in the next video.